And then you got what he's doing to what the Doge crew is doing. The Doge bags are doing to veterans. They just fired 1,000 people from the Department of Education.
Cut it in half. And then McMahon,
Well, as I joke,
wrestling lady, said today that the goal
The
is to
wrestling
close
lady.
it. She said,
Yeah.
yes, that is the mandate from President Trump.
Yep.
So, yes, we're on our way.
By the way, sorry guys, my face is red. I've got this lotion trying to get rid of something on my face. So if I look like I'm angry and red, I'm not.
Did you exfoliate it with like sandpaper
yeah,
here
exactly.
at the
Well,
shop?
we have I have a grinder. So we're closing the Department of Education. The joke I've been doing is, well, good, because we don't use it anyway. Obviously, we elected this guy. But do you understand that the Department of Education was established by Jimmy Carter, and that it was to make sure that we had a continuous, constant equality in education in this country, that we had something to where we could all, because you want to be to a degree to keep our country together, or why not just be 50 different countries?
Yeah.
We do need to have some sort of shared base knowledge. Agreed?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, and this is actually
With civics.
disproportionately affecting kids in underprivileged and underserved areas.
Rural
And the
areas.
real way of saying that is Black or brown kids.
Poor. And also states that don't have a lot of money in education. Louisiana, Tennessee. Like I wish the people understood that the people he's screwing are the people that voted for him. They got you guy voted for the guy. He's now, because California, we're going to be fine. Fifth largest economy in the world. We're going to keep funding our schools. We'll keep going. And then you'll be even madder at the elites. Man, them elites, but you don't know what elite means because they closed the Department of Education, and you actually don't know what words mean anymore. So he's closing the Department of Education because the stupid population is easy to control. We've got him destroying all the jobs in the government.
1 in every 3 federal employees is a veteran. So
Fuck.
If you look at the VA, the largest percentage of employees there are veterans, and they're firing them, but 1 in every 3rd federal employee is a veteran. So veterans are actually disproportionately being affected by
And
this.
another group that voted for him overwhelmingly, pretty much.
It's also so dumb, like the whole elite thing, because Donald Trump and Elon are billionaires.
Right. Elon's the richest man in the world.
So confused.
The elitist.
Yeah, but
The
they're
most
fighting the elites.
Mhm.
They're going to take them out and then put billionaires in place.
To
and
represent
put
you.
Billionaires in front of the cabinet members on Inauguration
Because they're
Day
fighting the elites.
because they're fighting the elites, who are now going to give a massive tax cut to the elites. So good job, Tigers.
And
Go
hey,
get 'em.
hey, middle America, hey, modest income person, buy this $70,000 car, right? That's going to solve
and
it.
some Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Because everybody has Bitcoin
Yeah.
money just lying around.
Get this computery car.
Do you remember the movie? Speaking of Bitcoin, do you remember that movie that was done, Wolf of Wall Street? So the guy that movie was based on, Wolf of Wall Street, with DiCaprio and Jonah Hill. The guy that movie was based on, that ran that room, that ran that room. That guy came out and said, he goes, we did this. He goes, we had all these. We had a bunch of stocks that were legit and then a bunch of stocks that weren't. That's Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He goes, it's Bitcoin. He goes, this is a scam.
Yeah.
He goes, 100%, 100% a scam. I'm telling you right now, scam. We did. I know what we're doing. We had legit and we had not legit. This is not legit. And he just, and it was like Tony Soprano's cousin was letting us know that. And now he wants to put government money. What did he wants to put government, like our tax money, into a Bitcoin reserve. Also,
a digital federal reserve.
He called it a digital Fort Knox.
Oh, sorry.
Digital Fort Knox. See, this is where the Republicans
a
win.
Made-up fake Fort Knox.
Well, here's again. I will say this. I had a friend, very good friend, that was saying he's going to buy 1 Bitcoin, and I go, okay, what is it? He goes, well, it's Bitcoin. I go, yeah, but what is that? And he goes, well, it's memory. They store it on a drive and you put it in the safe. I'm like, okay, but what is it?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, it's just memory. You put it. I go, what is it? Like if you say I'm going to invest in property, I know what that is.
Yeah.
If you say I'm investing in classic cars, I know what that is.
Yeah.
When you say Bitcoin, it sounds like bullshit coin is what it sounds like to me, because he couldn't explain it. And about the 4th time I asked him what it was, he goes, I don't know. My guys just tell me to buy it. And which is literally every every person who's ever been conned says,
Yeah.
the guy told me to buy it. Willie Nelson, my accountant said to do this. So, and what people don't understand here, and I was thinking today, and I need your guys' help on this. So imagine Obama or somebody, Obama, who's close to Obama in his term, not Biden, but somebody else.
In his
Michelle.
term?
When he was president.
Oh, when he was
Michelle.
president.
Okay, Michelle goes up at a rally and throws up a Heil Hitler. Imagine that. Imagine. Elon Musk is still being fucking interviewed.
Yeah.
And he threw up 2 Heil Hitlers. Bill Burr said something funny. He goes, I find it hard to believe the guy threw it up twice.
to the back crowd
It's a very good point.
To the cheap seats.
For those of you who are not quite sure I was a Nazi, look at me. So there's that. Then they've crashed the economy pretty much. The stock market's down 2,000 something points. Prices are going nuts.
My retirement account has literally tanked.
Yeah, you're done. You have to work forever now. You have to work forever now. And then
tanked. And I say that to a family member who
loved him,
is going to be working in this administration. And she was like, what? Why? What happened?
What do you mean?
And
What do you mean?
Oh my God.
Well,
so there's that. Then we've got him violating the words. They sent a list of words to all government agencies that they cannot use in anything, and the list is long. But they're all about freedom of speech. Remember the freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of speech.
Books.
Yeah, banning books.
Judy Blume books. Like, come on.
They're banning books. They've actually now listed a bunch of words. Listen, throughout history, anytime someone wants to ban words, it hasn't gone well.
Who can't say these words? Where
you can't use them in any government paperwork or any government, federal worker.
And what were the examples? There was
one was
pregnant.
Victim,
you can't say
pregnant women. You can't say feminism.
What the fuck?
You can't say feminism.
Wow.
You can bring the list up. There's a whole list. You can bring the list up. We can talk about all the words. And they're innocuous. Again, it's not knob gobbler or butt pirate. Like I said in the Armageddon update. It's like because I don't want to hear that.
It's like you can't still put that on a government website.
Who wrote this piece of paper?
Hey, big balls, quit knock it off.
Big balls, stop it. So
there's we could never go through all of these.
Well, just give us a couple of.
Holy moly!
Give me the harshest one on that list.
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty dumb that you can't even say accessible, activism, advocacy,
disabled. Is on there.
You can't say anti-racism or anti-racist. Of course, assigned at birth, all that. I expect that. You can't say barrier, biased toward, biases towards. He's very anti-bias. I get
he's
biologically.
So biased. He's anti-bias.
You can't say breastfeed at all.
So that's the point. I was thinking that same thing too. Is that then he can't attack it either because if you can't use those words.
Well, he will, right?
He
does
not on the
what he
website,
wants.
right?
You can't say anything to do with climate or clean energy.
But
culture,
nope.
DEI, of course, I expect that. Disabilities.
You shouldn't expect any words
from him. I mean,
oh yeah.
Commercial sex worker. That's an interesting one. He wouldn't want people talking about.
Hey, keep it down. Keep it down. You can't talk about that.
Oh, that was a new agency.
Diverse discrimination of any. He uses all forms of the word.
But it's I didn't see the commercial sex worker. That's really funny. That out of the blue, there's just this. Don't mention hookers. What? Like, wait, don't mention victim.
Don't mention underage.
That's weird.
You cannot say female.
Yes.
Females.
Daughter.
Feminism, I expect.
They really hate women, man.
You cannot say really gender.
Wow.
You cannot say Gulf of Mexico.
It is the Gulf of Mexico for 800 years. It's the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of America, some rando dipshit just decided to rename it that. It is the Gulf of Mexico.
Wait, the word immigrants is on here. Why would you
Can't say immigrants.
Even the shape of the Gulf is more defined by Mexico's shape as a crescent.
Yes.
Whereas the southern border of America is a little more flat. It does curve, but
it doesn't. Isn't there more beach on that? Isn't Mexico have more coast?
Yeah, but it cuts up, so it does turn. It makes it a gulf of that. Come on, man. Come on. Just look at shapes.
Can't say mental health.
He's fighting shapes.
Well, that's probably what he would understand.
Can't say mental health.